Hey, what's up, Authentic Collective? And how are you guys doing? I know quite few of you have been checking on me and seeing how I am, and I am as normal as you could possibly be. And so I won't be in here very long. The short version of it is I'm experiencing something I've never experienced before, and that is extreme fatigue and not only extreme fatigue but very unusual sleeping patterns. And so my situation has me a little bit discombobulated. How about that? Anyway, so I just want to make sure that everybody understands what this space is for, because many of you, there are anywhere from 50 to 75 of you that are new. Some of you aren't new, but you also you opted in for the Authentic Collective Summit, but you were already also here because of the Business Mastery Summit. And so this place is where I house a lot of my educational content and a lot of my resources. But I want to remind you all that this is a community. And so for me, there is a burden, and that's cool because that's what leadership is about. There is a burden to carry this platform by showing up, providing inspiration, and doing those things. But a lot of you, the reason why you connected with me was because you were looking for the more authentic, genuine experience where you were connecting with other women in business, especially African American women in business, where you felt like you had safe, reliable relationships. And so I definitely don't want to be the person who creates another distraction, but we have to just choose where we will put our time at. And so for me, especially now that my energy levels are all over the place, I have to make a conscious decision to be in the places that matter the most. And so my first priority, of course, is to my clients. But then my second priority is to my community. Then my third priority is then out there to the rest of the social media world. And so a lot of you saw some phenomenal speakers. You heard some amazing things. You know what you needed to do? You needed to go to that person's profile. You needed to click follow them. A lot of you have expertise, but you're not sharing anything. And I'm not saying this, I'm not fussing at anybody or anything of that nature, but what I find with a lot of people is you're always looking for that group, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, or whatever platform, or even when you join networking communities, you're looking for that one space that when you join, like you just go automatically get the hookup or get connections. But relationships, that's at the fiber. I mean, that's the fiber, that's the core of all business. And if you're not going out of your way to say, you know what, let me message and attempt to have connection calls with as many people as possible, then you're not getting to know anybody. Not only that, many of you, I know a lot of you, you don't necessarily share your expertise because you don't seem to understand how to share your expertise without giving away all your knowledge. But there are plenty of tokens, there are plenty of jewels that you can bring into this community. There's a level of light, there's a level of positivity that you could bring to this community that will allow people to say, you know what, I'm really digging her vibe. Let me get to know her better. And many of you could come up with collaborative experiences that don't even include me, even though on occasion I will keep on coming back with more opportunities, be it summits or whatever, for many of us to connect and to work together to expand and grow our audiences. And so, what I don't want to happen, I God forbid that it happens, is I honestly don't want this community to basically fall flat. I don't want it to fall flat while I'm in this hiatus. I'm not one of those people who deliberately takes long-term breaks from social media. I understand people that say they need a break or need to fast, and they need to debrief and decompress and reboot, reset. But I'm in a position where my body is saying sleep, rest, rest, rest. And so I'm wide awake at 10:25. But if you all could have seen me at 11 o'clock when I got a text message, because I missed, I'm not a misser of appointments, okay? But I was like, hey, I got a text, if you need to reschedule, let me know. I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh my God, your text message just woke me up. Please, thank you for being gracious and let me have the link to reschedule. During the day, I'm like a zombie. and I look like it, whereas like right now I'm bright eyed bushy tail and I may be like this until about, 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe even up until 4. And so, um, keeping this space thriving and keeping this space alive means continue to communicate, continue to connect, create posts. If you guys look, when you notice when you put up a post, it may say add a topic. If you're looking for, like, if you're in health and wellness, fine. If it's something with mindset or finance or family, if there's a topic that I have not put up there, which there were two ladies who gave them to me, and I apologize, I didn't write them down, I cannot find that post. Reach out to me so that I can add a topic, so that way people, you can follow topics too, so you can get alerts if you're following a topic every time somebody posts in that under that category, so that you can get updates on those things. Okay. And so there's plenty more that'll be coming through the woodworks. Look around, peruse. Some of you are new here. If you're not understanding how to promote yourself, I do have an academy here. It's only $100 a month, and you get access to videos teaching you how to write copy, how to tighten up who your ideal client is, how to master live video, how to create challenges, how to create webinars, you name it. Those things are taught there. So this is a great tool. This is a great place. This is a great resource center for you. I am going to be here and I am going to be involved. It's just that it may be at, vampire hours. I may be here at some strange times, but that's because if my body is saying yield, I'm just yielding. Okay. And those of you that, know my situation, you know why that is. So I'm not out for the count, but I am very cautious with my time. So for those of you that have been here, that have actively engaged, I just want to tell you thank you. And also, just so you know, every Tuesday from 12 to 1:30, we do a co-op meeting. So for those of you that ever done co-ops, we get together via Zoom. Imani Aisha is the person who hosts it, and we decide to get together and we work an hour and a half, some sisters together, we all on Zoom, and we're focused. I get a lot accomplished in an hour and a half. I'm already a crazy slayer and a focused person. Unfortunately, I got tired the last time we were on there because of my sleeping thing. But it's a great way for you to connect with some other people, because there's a little bit of a meet and greet before, and there's a little bit of a closing after, and so on and so forth. So allow this place to be something different. And whatever it is that you're looking for here, I suggest that you provide that energy. Okay, provide that energy. Don't just soak up the inspiration and motivation. Oh, August, you're a great leader, or you're so inspiring. You are too. You are too. And what are you going to bring here to inspire and motivate others, even when it doesn't necessarily look like it's doing anything? Trust me, it always is. So I love you all. Oh, before I get out of here, I have a client that I just recently told to read the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. It's a book, a great book by John C. Maxwell. I'm working with someone who has an MLM, and that's one of many books that I have them look at, because a lot of people don't realize how well you have to be able to lead. And so, what I may be doing is, I don't want to make a promise and say I'll do a video every day because of the level of fatigue that I face sometimes, but maybe every other day I'll be delving into those topics and putting them here inside of the group. So if any of you all have wanted to expand your leadership skills, it's not even a challenge, but it'll definitely be a free opportunity for you to look at yourself as a leader and see what areas do you need to brush up on, where do you need to get other people around you to fill in those gaps, and so on and so forth. And yeah. So anyway, I did that with a coach like back in 2013, 2014. I worked with a coach in with that book in particular. So a matter of fact, a John C. Maxwell coach. So anywho, that's it. Be patient with me, please. You guys can always message me if you need anything and put questions and post up in here. But if you're wondering where my activity is at, that's pretty much what it is. I'm adjusting day by day. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.